All right, ready?
And looks like it's still, yep, ready.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, OG Muffy Johnson, and you are now tuned into the Homos Talk Show on Verse TV. And this is Ladies Week, y'all. And y'all know I had to bring my girls with me. So go ahead, Chrissy, introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Woo, it's Chrissy from the land. I'm a local handy woman. I serve the greater Cleveland area and surrounding areas for your local handiwork.
So, well, thanks for coming, girl. Y'all know I had to bring somebody that's a new mom, so she'll have a fresh eye look on everything. Go ahead, Jazz girl, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Jasmine from H Town. Hey, everybody. With Varsity TV.
And of course, y'all know I can't go nowhere without my friends. Everybody, welcome my very good friend Felicia the Goat.
Hey everybody, my name is Felicia from Columbus, Ohio, and I'm a photographer.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, let's get into some of this tea, Chrissy. Let's go. I'm ready to start chatting, girl. This is ladies' night. I got my wine and my Taco Bell cup. Girl, yes, let's go.
All right. So our first topic is regarding jealousy. So jealousy, some people feel jealousy is attractive, others do not. What signs would you use to conclude that your partner is a jealous person? What can be the benefit of a jealous partner? And what can be the problems of a jealous partner? And when is it toxic?
Whew, that's a lot to unpack. What you think, Chrissy? What you think?
Well, I think that to answer the first question, some people feel jealousy is attractive, others do not. What signs would I conclude that my partner is a jealous partner? I would say that, they try to control who you're hanging with or who you're speaking to as a friend, or, just getting to know people. They're trying to control what you think about the people that you hang with.
Mm-hmm.
They're very judgy about that. Um, I don't find jealousy attractive. However, jealousy is something that can be attractive if the person is really into you, not for the purpose of control, but because they really are into you and they just want you for themselves. I think that's kind of cute. But
Okay.
like in a monogamous relationship, because I value monogamy. So, in a monogamous relationship, I think that's kind of cute. But otherwise, it's just controlling. It's just narcissistic. It's not something that um, uh, is necessary if you're certain about who you are. And who you are can be multifaceted. You don't have to be a cookie cutter version of who someone thinks you should be. Who you are is who you are, period. Um, what signs would I use to conclude that my partner is a jealous partner? Um, the same thing, like, oh, that was the first question. What can be the benefit of a jealous partner? The benefit of a jealous partner is that they really do care for you and they're just looking out when they see other people are on some like trash, and just kind of like pull you into their junk. And they really care about you, so they don't want you to be and they know you. They really see you for who you are as a person, as an individual. So they're not trying to pull you, they're not trying to deter you from getting to know someone new, but they see people pretty quickly. So,
Right.
they are trying to keep you from, um, just being dragged into their garbage for no reason. You don't have any reason to be going down any doggone aisle or lane just because you're fascinated or that is attractive to you or a part of them is attractive to you. What can be the problem of a jealous partner? The problem could be is that they see that somebody might actually bring out the best in you and they're jealous and don't want no one else bringing out the best in you because they want to be that person. So
Yeah.
that's a problem right there. When is it toxic? That's when it's toxic. If you really love a person, if they love something or they love someone or they love whatever they love, if you're trying to pull them away from that and not have them be true to that, and you're trying to steer them down a path that's not authentic to them, which is something they have to figure out for themselves, then that's toxic. It's toxic. You can't, like we're all impressionable, especially at a young age. We're impressionable. Even at an older, seasoned age, we're impressionable.
Right.
And people might not know they like certain things, but if you like it, then I love it. It's no reason for me to be judgmental or jealous of something that's going to make you happy. And it's not even about me as a person. I think in terms of long term, because people
Yeah.
happy for a temporary season. People can be happy for temporary reasons, but jealousy will say, "Hey, this isn't what like we discussed would be the norm for us."
Got you.
When you love somebody, it's okay for them to go off and discover what it is that makes them happy.
Understandable.
And if you okay with it, you okay with it. You're not jealous if they're okay with it. And you're not trying to keep them from doing what makes them happy. Period.
That's exactly. Before we move on to the next commentary, I want everybody, can you guys turn your cameras horizontal because I want to make sure that all of our beautiful, lovely ladies that are listening in to us right now and that are tuning in, they are able to see you beautiful faces. And so with that being stated, I want to go ahead and see what Jazz thinks about this whole jealousy thing. Girl, come on, talk to us, honey. Girl, you got a baby daddy. I know you got some jealousy shit.
No, nah, I never, I don't know, the jealousy thing, I never was too much jealous of too much stuff, and some stuff, I mean, everybody is about something, right? But I never was jealous of too much stuff, and not the stuff that most people are jealous of, but yeah, like, someone could have something cooler or newer or something, and I know I would feel some type of feeling of jealousy for that. So that would be my kind of thing with the jealousy. But yeah, do what makes you happy and all that stuff. Playing with it.
So when does jealousy becomes toxic to you? Like, like when do you be like, all right, now enough is enough?
Oh, when some jealousy of something comes toxic is when someone's like too much about something, like too crazy, how someone can be like just too much, and then it'll be ridiculous, and then therefore I guess you would have to like get away from them. Obviously, well, maybe depends, but yeah, for the most part, get away from them.
Gotcha. When it comes to jealousy, to me, honestly, because I've always been on the receiving end of my partner being the jealous one, I don't think that I've ever acted jealous in any way. And Felicia, who was actually like my friend in real life, like like she can attest to that. Like I don't think I've really ever been the type to like possess the jealousy, the trait itself. However, my partners have. And it is not fun at all in any way, shape, or form. I don't think that there's a benefit to it in any way, shape, or form. Like I get annoyed no matter what happens. Like my girlfriend now, like we were at a bar and this dude walked by and he had said something smart to me and I had laughed. And before I can even tell my girlfriend who it was, she was like super duper upset about it. And I was like, bruh, chill, like that's Carmen Baby Daddy, which is one of my friends. So I'm just like, bruh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you doing all of this, but what? That ain't even a nigga that's trying to fuck with me like that. So, you know, it could be very overwhelming. I don't think that the people that possess the jealousy trait understands how overwhelming it can be for those who they lash out on. And for that, it makes the relationship uncomfortable. It makes nothing good about jealousy. It's toxic all the way through. The word jealousy is just toxic all the way through. I don't think there's no healthy jealousy or anything like that. It's just like, it's super shitty in my opinion, all the way through. However, I want to go ahead and hear what my homegirl got to say. Come on, the goat. Come on, Serenity Imperfections.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Shameless plug.
So for me, jealousy is in all different forms when it comes to a relationship. You know, you have partners that are controlling, like Chrissy said. Like, I think that's the number one thing when it comes to jealousy in a relationship, is if you have a partner that's trying to control almost every aspect of your life, what you're doing, who you're hanging out with, you know, how you moving, just controlling yourself is a form of jealousy. And you find people that you deal with that are actually jealous of what you might have. Like you could have 10 great friends and they don't have no friends. And then they're jealous of that. You know what I'm saying? Like your energy can cause your partner to be jealous, which ties into the whole controlling thing. I also feel like it becomes toxic when the arguing starts to kick in, or, you know, shit gets physical. That's when it starts to become toxic, and that's when you got to exit. You know, it's okay to love people from a distance. And like Chrissy said, it's okay to let people go find their happiness, their freedom, and still love them. Mm-hmm. It might not be with you, or maybe that's what they need to do in order to come back. You might not be there, but they might come back.
That's my wrap up. That's serious. Okay, I love that. I love to talk about jealousy. Like, you know, it's great to hear different opinions and different views. I definitely appreciate you guys so much for winding down and talking with us about that. But let's go ahead and Shantae our way until the next topic. And my girl Jazz is going to take it over, honey.
Okay, my turn, huh? Okay, let me see. What do you like least about being? What I like let's see, what I like most about being a woman is I mean, I don't know, a lot of cool stuff. We get like you know,
you can have babies
and, yeah, that, and I mean, we got lots of cool girly stuff and makeup and can do different hairstyles and a bunch of other stuff. What I like least about being a woman is the monthly cycle.
Shark Week.
I don't know what else.
Yeah.
Shark Week. Shark Week.
And I don't know, I mean, everybody can relate to this, but some certain amounts of stress when it comes down to some things that we have to take on, you know, and stuff like that.
See, the purpose of this question is because Beyonce said it best, who won the world? Girls. So I think, it's, do women really make it a better place? So it's just literally like, like, what do you love most about being a woman? What do you love the least about being a woman? Like, what are some steps that society can take to make this world more feminine friendly? Okay. So what do you think that there's anything that society can do to make the world more female friendly, Jazz?
Well, yeah, it can always be more nicer. That would be one friendlier way. And just more nicer for now. More nicer, cooler. And I guess some people can kind of think more like us. I mean, not that some people don't. That might be males or whatever, but females. But yeah, just be more like nicer and cooler like we are.
Yeah. I think that, like, when it comes to women and like making it a better place, like, we are the better place of the world. That's my opinion about it. Like, like, without us, there would be no men because we give birth to them. So,
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So I think the thing that I love the most about being a woman, and this is so weird that I'm saying this because not a lot of women express this in themselves, but it's being free of choice. I see you, Chrissy. Being free of choice, being free of choosing, being free of liberation, being free of not not trying to fit myself into the stupid fixation that society and men has put on us. I think that's my favorite thing about being a woman. Like, I choose if I want to have sex with you. Like, before I was, in a relationship and I was single, I would always tell everybody, like, I don't care if your mama was on the deathbed. If I call you and I want some dick and I want you to come over for a little, like, a little midnight snack, and you tell me no.
Okay, friend. Mama on the deathbed, like,
I'm just saying, like, if you tell me no. I was going somewhere. I was going somewhere with this.
Get there.
Hear me
I'm
out.
like, the mama on the deathbed, sis?
Hear me out. I was going somewhere with this. I was going somewhere. So look, if I call you for you to come over and you tell me no, regardless of what the reason is, when you call me the next day, like, yeah, I'm free, I'm going to tell you no. Why? Because I'm free and I operate on my own time. That's where I was going with that. You see where I was going? Okay. So,
I mean, could his mama at least had COVID or something? Like, she had to be on her deathbed? I'm just saying. Work with me here. You threw me for a loop. All right. But I get what you're saying.
My least favorite thing about being a woman is, number one, Shark Week, which everybody knows what sharks love the most, blood. So that's number one. But the close second is this facade that society has placed on us, that we have to act a certain way, do certain things, dress certain way, wear our hair a certain way, do things about our keep up a certain way. Like, I don't like that. I think that, we should be able to just be free of who we are. And that's literally that. Like, I don't want to have to, like, be ridiculed every time because my ass isn't big. I don't want to be like, oh, my waist isn't as skinny, so men are not gonna like me. Like, there's this fixation, this fanatical fixation that men put on women that's unrealistic, and that not just men, women put on women. Because my girlfriend, she literally, like, she enjoys when I'm made up like this. Like, this is how she wants to see me all day, every day. She appreciates when I'm not. Don't get me wrong. She appreciates waking up to the non-makeup face and shit like that. I always have my lashes, though. Like, she appreciates that. However, it's just like this whole kind of like a rule that we have to go ahead and keep up with ourselves, or we got to look a certain way when we're out in public, which sparked the whole bonnet talk, Like, I just think that, that it's not really a realistic characteristic for us to possess 24 fucking 7. when it comes to like the steps that I think that society can make to make things better, honestly, just literally just exercising our First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. Like that's I mean, I feel like a lot of people, especially in like, you know, the blue collar world and like, you know, being politically correct and all that good stuff, like where women are expected to whenever a man voices his opinion to go for that, you know, to not say certain things or not be so forward or not be so aggressive or not be so opinionated, then as Black women we're looked at as the angry Black woman. So I feel as if society really, really just accepts that First Amendment extends to women as well and not just men, I think that, you know, we'll be on to a great and better start. Fifi, what you got? What you think about being a woman? Go ahead and tell me, girl.
Okay. I think being a woman is amazing. It's beautiful. What I could say I enjoy the most about being a woman is the power that we possess. You know what I'm saying? Like hello, okay. So you get in the right relationship or find the right person, a woman is gonna go above and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Like this power just kicks in. You ready to build, you ready to be a power couple, you ready to support your partner and everything. Like we are the most powerful creature that there is. Like we're unstoppable, honestly. So being this powerful and being unstoppable as a woman, I love it. Now, what I don't like is feeling like you said, like I gotta dress up all the time or throw on makeup, have my hair done. No, sometimes I want to put my sweatpants on, I want to throw a wig on or a hat, and I want to go out the house and I want everybody to leave me alone. Okay. That's it. I don't like this whole thing where it's like, oh, this is what your body should look like. You know, I like my women with makeup. I like them with this. I like them with that. Well, baby, guess what? I might not be the woman for you.
But
you got to know yourself and love yourself to feel that way, though, too. That, you know, that ain't me. And like you said, being free, that's powerful because not a lot of women accept themselves for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta feel like, oh, I seen this girl on IG, she got a big old butt, I'm about to go get my body done because this is what's gonna keep somebody. Or, oh, let me go get a lace front, got 2 inches of hair like me but want to have 26. You better rock your 2 inches, sis, and work it. That's all I'm saying. So I mean, and I feel like what society could do to make, you know, being a woman more comfortable is not placing those labels and everything on us. You know what I'm saying? Like if we want to be free and we're going to be free, society needs to let us be free. You got women that don't shave their underarms, but they underpits still smell nice. But everybody's like, oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Why she can't walk around with hairy underpits? What the hell that got to do with you? Nothing. Like let that woman be who she is in her body, you know? So if we're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is a free world and then let this person be who they are without having your side comments. You don't pay this person bills. You ain't laid up with this person, making sure they're getting their nuts off at night. So mind your business. Okay, that's all I got for you.
And that's on period, sis.
Okay.
I know, Chrissy, I know you got something for me, girl. Give it all to me. Give it all. Don't hold back, baby.
I love most about being a woman. What I love most is having a vagina. That's what I most love. That shit is phenomenal. Like, there's nothing like a vagina. I don't have a penis, so I can't speak on that, but I can speak on having a vagina. I've had 4 children, 1 natural birth. I've had 3 cesareans, but being a woman is my most favorite thing. My most unfavorite thing about being a woman is that it's just dismissed. It's just nobody asks. Of course we have something to say, but who asks us? Nobody. Who gives a who cares what the woman thinks? Because we're just here to please the man, right? In this
Right.
patriarchal society, you know?
I agree.
As at that, and I'm just speaking as a woman, you know. Now I'm a heterosexual woman, and that's how I identify, you know. I've never and I'm not gonna lie, I've had an experience with a woman voluntarily in my lifetime. I know that's just not
It was lit, wasn't it?
it
was
was,
lit, wasn't
but
it?
it
Wasn't it?
went lit.
Yeah,
And
I know it was, girl.
I just know me, just as an individual. I know me. Nobody asks a woman what it's like. You know, if you like what you like, I support it. Like, I don't care. You allowed to love who you love. You allowed to like what you like. As a woman, as a person, as an individual, you're allowed to. And I am an advocate for that. Like, I definitely am in agreement with all of that. Like, if you love what you love, who am I to judge for that?
Mm-hmm.
You know? But the worst thing I hate about being a woman is being dismissed, not ever being considered, not and I'm not saying in my lifetime that I haven't experienced being considered, because I have. I do in the current relationship that I'm in. I'm considered, somewhat, not the way I want, but it's not for the person that I am, the woman that I am. I don't like not even being asked, or not even being considered, or not being appreciated and valued for who I am. You know, that's the one thing. You know, people will,
Right.
you know, it's not to say that they won't, because people will value you for who you are. However,
But society doesn't, so I get it.
yeah, society does not.
Mhm.
Society does not. Society doesn't value the female opinion or perspective about anything. Um, kind of, but you know, of course, it's always like downplayed for some reason. Like, it's just downplayed. Like, nobody asks us, well, what do you? I mean, unless it's for advertisement, you know, to appeal to a certain group of people, you know. But as far as like relationships are concerned, with significant others and people in your family, like, I know, like, I grew up in a family that had um you know, gender roles and stuff, you know, like I believe that the GOAT was talking about like labels and stuff, or you also, Muffy Johnson was talking about labels, you know, like, people got to be accountable for that. That's why they were created in the first place. You're given this title, you're given this label, so that you can walk to that beat. You feel me?
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you're not um if you're not ready, or you know, if you're not equipped to walk to that beat, then, you know, I don't know, labels can be confusing. Labels can be confusing across the board, period. But as far as being a woman, my most favorite thing is having a vagina, because I like the way it feels to have one. Seriously.
Listen,
Seriously,
our
the
Chrissy, we
bomb.com.
are. We
It
are
is
on
the
the
bomb.
Homos talk show,
Seriously,
Chrissy.
I love my whole self as a woman, like my hair, my skin, all of that. The way that I think, the way that I feel, the way that I, you know, process information. I love that as a woman, how I am as a woman. That's the best thing about being me. My whole self. I can't just name a body part, all that. I'm talking about as a whole, as a woman. I love being a woman, but I hate being discounted. I hate being disregarded. I hate being, just thrown aside, dismissed, not accounted for because I'm a woman. That's the worst thing about being a woman. It's because of that reason. There's people who are, in certain groups that are more accepted than a woman is.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. And that's just what I hate about it, because we're just not, our opinion really, it's not just about our opinion. Our whole essence is essential to existence.
No, I absolutely agree with you. I think that when it came to that presidential election with Trump and Hillary, I think that the only reason why Trump won is because society was so afraid of a woman being put in power. Michael X once said in one of his speeches that the most unprotected person in America is the Black woman. And he said no lies, even back in 1967 when he recorded that speech, So I definitely agree. However, I do have a little question for you, since we are on the Homos Talk Show and, we're homos over here. Was that experience with a woman, was it mind blowing? Yeah.
It wasn't. The woman asked me, and I wasn't even curious because I had already had, like, I've been, like, I had this discussion before on the show. Like, I'm aware of who I am. I've always been self-aware. So, like, a woman came to me, asked me in my teenage years, and I said yes because I wanted to see. I wanted to see if this.
That's why. That's where you were wrong. You was a teenager. You got to try it in your adult life, honey. I'm telling you, change your world, sure, change your life around. Change your life around, Chrissy.
I'm pretty sure I know what I like as an adult. I'm pretty sure. You're gonna
try to come over to this side. I'm just saying, it's gonna be mind blowing as an adult. Trust me.
And I wouldn't doubt that for a second. Like, seriously, touch is one of my favorite senses. So I'm pretty sure that it will be sensual and all of that and more. But it's just not what I prefer. People have their own preferences. It's just I prefer to have a man doing all that. That's what I prefer. And everybody prefers something different or both. Like, I don't hate, because if you like it, I love it. Like, I love that shit, sis. For real.
Handle it and love it. Okay.
Like, do what you do, because that's what makes you happy. Right. And hey, I'm not unhappy because of it. It don't have nothing to do with me.
Teach us all, baby. Teach us all.
Right, exactly.
But switching gears a little bit, let's go ahead and go into this next topic, which I feel personally ties into the whole being a woman type of thing. But Let me just go ahead and go over this next topic, and we're going to go ahead and go off like we've been doing. Okay. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but some jails make sex protective gear, as in condoms and dental dams and all of that good stuff, unavailable because they don't want to seem like they're promoting or encouraging the inmates to have sex. Now, here's the thing. When Aaron thought about this question, it reminded him how some schools would not want to have the sex education classes and the videos and all that stuff because they did not want to promote sex. So in both scenarios, like, sex is going to happen anyway in jail, because I promise you, if I was in jail, I would be a daddy for sure. Fucking all the bitches in jail. But in both cases, whether in jail or whether in school, sex is inevitable. It's like Thanos. It's inevitable, So, like, my question is, like, so what are your general thoughts on this topic? Like, what can be done to protect these, like, at-risk populations in jails and schools and stuff like that? So I was actually signed on to